video is all about exactly why I decided to cold call for business instead of simply buying leads off Zillow. Stay tuned. Hello, my good people. My name is Aram. As you know, I am a real estate agent in the Chicagoland area. So if you have referrals, send them on over. And while you're at it, go ahead, like this video and subscribe if you're not subscribed, so I can reach more people and help more people and hopefully save more people more money. Oh, more is the motto today. Anyhow, this is actually going to be a fantastic video because I am going to go over exactly why I decided to cold call for business instead of simply buying leads. And for all of the new agents out there, I really urge you to watch this video all the way through because I'm going to share information with you that you probably may have not thought about it in that perspective, and I think it's going to help you a ton. Even if you do decide to buy leads, which there's nothing wrong with it because money's money, business is business. I will share it in this way. Instead of me preaching, I'm going to share my thought process, my perspective, and how I decide and how and why I decided to cold call instead of go the buying leads route. You see, I was 21 years old getting into the business, and up to that point, I had sold a lot of things. I had sold cars, furniture, electronics, you name it, I have sold it. But I was never good at sales. You see, there's a difference between being a salesperson and being somebody that just posts an item for sale on, say, Craigslist or OfferUp and wait for somebody to reach out. That's completely different. But being a salesperson and actually knowing how to sell your services, like I'll relate to real estate, sitting down with the seller, explaining to them what you can bring, what are the benefits to working with you, why your commission is where it is and why you're worth that, why selling them on the right value of their house instead of overpricing and costing them money. Persuasion, essentially, right? That's what I didn't have. I was always a great natural communicator, but nowhere to because obviously you grow with life, right? So I'm like, okay, so I need to figure out a way to, number one, improve my skill. That's most important. And because I knew sales was important. No matter what, sales is important. If the world ends tomorrow, I can always work as a salesperson and make money, right? So I'm like, okay, cold calling will force me to have to learn sales. And it's something that's extremely uncomfortable for me. And I realized quickly that this is going to be a business filled with uncomfortable moments. So the sooner I can get comfortable with it, the easier my life will be, the higher my tolerance will be, and I'll just be more successful. So I'm like, cold calling is the way to go. Boom. That's reason number one, because it would force me to learn sales, how to get somebody to set an appointment, how to negotiate my commission, objection handlers, role play, things like that. Now, reason number two, I decided to cold call instead of go the buy leads route is because my thought process is I never want to be in a position where I can't control things. I have no control over what Zillow does. I have no control over what Facebook does. And any moment, Instagram could ban my social media account and I'm screwed if all my business is coming from Instagram, which is a source I can't control. See, that always worried me. As a self-employed individual, I like to have control of my business. You see how that works? So I'm like, cold calling is something I can always control. People always have cell phones. People always have voice-to-voice conversations, and people always own homes, right? No matter what people tell you that cold calling doesn't work, it works. It's worked for me. It's worked for a bunch of agents. It works, right? So I'm like, those are the two reasons I decided to cold call, because it would improve my skills and it's something that I can control to build my business long term. And let's throw number three in there. It is the most cost-efficient way to build your business. Buying leads might cost you $700 up to 10 grand a month, right? Or you can just sit down and invest the time. It may take you 3-6 hours to prospect every day, but that only costs you $300 a month, period. That's your dialer, that's all the phone numbers you need, etc. And you could build a more long-term, steady business doing cold calling. Why do I not recommend newer agents go the buy leads route? Here's why. Let's say you get into the business, you have like 6 grand saved up, and some dude calls you from one of these sources and like, yo, let's sell you leads. You're gonna get 3 to 5 leads guaranteed a month. What's your average commission? And then they try to sell you on the ROI of how just one deal will pay for everything, right? What they forget to tell you is that when you are a new agent, you don't have the skills. You don't have the knowledge. You will not have the follow-up systems in place to convert these 3 to 5 leads that they're sending you. You probably won't know how to talk to them, how to get that connection so they stay loyal to you, because these are essentially strangers who just want to see the house. They don't want to work with you. Those are what the leads are. They just want to see the house, and to see the house, they have to go see it with you. That is essentially what an online lead is. So if you don't have the skills necessary to convert that to business, then you are essentially throwing your money into the gutter. You might get lucky once or twice, but you're throwing your money into the trash in most cases. Start your business cold calling, or at least, when I say cold calling, any traditional sales prospecting format will work. Like if you want to go door knocking, that works. If you want to send mailers, believe it or not, that's very effective. That works if you do it right. If you go that route and you actually develop your skills, right? Because you may cold call someone that's like, I'm ready in spring. Well, now you have to learn how to follow up with that person until spring when they are ready. And those are some skills you can learn. And then maybe 2-3 years down the line, you have extra money, you invested in, social media marketing or buy leads, then you can convert at a higher rate and make more money. To all my new agents out there, I really, really recommend you build your business off of things you can control, which is your sphere of influence and old forms of prospecting, like cold calling, door knocking, postcards, etc., etc. You'd be surprised how effective postcards could be, or farming a certain neighborhood would be, especially right now when everyone's seeing ads on Facebook and Zillow.com. Very few people are getting something in the mail. So you just keep that in mind. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, as always, the comments are for you. If you have a personal question that you don't really want other people to read, just want to talk to me privately, Instagram is the place to go, RMG Realty. And please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. And I will see you on the next video. Take care.